What is going on, guys? It is the Arizona Sports Fan. Welcome in. We have a lot of people already talking in the chat. I have been trying to go ahead and view everybody here. Thank you so very much for coming in. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. We are doing a live edition. We're going to be talking everything Arizona Cardinals and what we should do in this coming NFL draft. Now, I just want to go ahead and do a quick sound check here. Can you hear me right now? If you can go ahead and hear me, definitely go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat below, or go ahead and put whatever emoji you want. If it wants to be the fist bump, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to make sure that you guys are able to go ahead and hear me. What is going on, Danny? What's going on, King Rock, Elijah, Brandon, Red Sea? Everybody is in the house right now. Like I mentioned before, we're going to talk about draft talk. That's the main thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about today. Awesome. Everybody can hear me. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it here. Now, I've been hearing a lot of different radio because, I'm a fan as well. So I do listen to the sports talk radio station, pretty much as a religion. Now, Steve Keim was on the on the radio and doing an interview, like his first Zoom meeting. Like, now, if you guys have seen the actual visual of what Steve Keim looked like, it was actually kind of funny, just because he just kind of looked like he was like stiff and he wasn't really moving very much. It was actually kind of hilarious. But nonetheless, I did hear a good part of his interview. I don't really know too much about like takeaways that I took away from it. It's all basically based off of smoke screens, what you think they're going to do. Hey, this sounds good. Oh, this also sounds good. So, I really don't take too much what Steve Keim says during this time, or any general manager, with a grain of salt. It's really going to depend on what's going to happen in about 8 days away from now, next Thursday, where the NFL draft is finally going to go ahead and take place. This is I've been waiting for something sports related for quite some time, and it's finally come, and we have something to talk about, something to buzz about, and I am still super excited about it, guys. So what we're going to go ahead and do here, like I mentioned, we want to talk everything Arizona Cardinals. Now, keep in mind, guys, you guys are all you guys are a lot of people in here right now. I'm only one person, so definitely put your comments on here below. I'll try to do my best to go ahead and answer all your questions. If I don't get to it, I apologize. Just keep in mind, I'm one person, and I'm definitely gonna do my best to to go ahead and answer all your questions and your concerns, at least to my opinion here. Now, I know I had a lot of questions before we jump into the draft about how you're able to join the Fantasy Football League. Currently, right now, we have 7 people in the Fantasy Football League. And what I want to do is, if you're in the Fantasy Football League and you're in this stream, definitely go ahead and shout yourself out in this chat. You guys are the real MVP. The way I pick it is basically whenever you put emojis, whenever you see emojis in my videos, whenever it's going to be, whether it's going to be, in the middle of the stream, end of the stream, beginning of the stream, if you're the first one out there, you're put into kind of like a hat and a draw poll, and you just kind of, a name gets picked out pretty much. That's how I pretty much, pick up the fantasy football draft. So let's go ahead and move on to what we all are here to talk about, and it's going to be the 8th overall pick, Arizona Cardinals. Who is going to get picked up by the Arizona Cardinals? Who you guys want for the Arizona Cardinals to pick up? Let's go ahead and make this, let's make this an engaging thing going on right now, because bottom line is, I don't want to be that one guy talking to myself. It's just weird, I don't want to do that. So let's look into the to the comments here, and let's see what you guys have to say. Sebastian says, what? Oh, he went away really quickly. Let's see here. Sebastian says, what teams are you think we could trade down to? So a couple teams I think we could trade down to is possibly the Raiders. If they want to get a wide receiver, definitely the 8th spot is going to be probably your choice of the top best wide receiver. I think somehow the Broncos, for some reason, is going to want to swoop in. I've heard rumors of the Atlanta Falcons at number 16 wanting to swoop in as well. I don't really know what they're trying to target, but I don't want to move anything past the 15 mark. Anything past that, if you're not giving me a first-round pick, I'm not even going to humor the fact that I want to trade back. It's just not going to happen. It makes no sense to me. And also, and this one's kind of a reach, the Jaguars. If Okuda's out there, if Isaiah Simmons is out there, but like I mentioned before in one of my videos, if Isaiah Simmons is out there, it's kind of a no-brainer to me. I wouldn't trade back. I would just take him. So Let's take a look here. So Adrian says, has David Johnson passed his physical? I know D-Hop already has. So actually news came down today, Adrian, that David Johnson did pass his physical, and he already put a tweet out to his new family, which is the Houston, Texas family, and basically went ahead and said, hey, I passed it. I'm ready to go ahead and roll, and this is what we're going to go ahead and do. Now, David Johnson, to me, I still like David Johnson. I don't think he was used properly within the Cliff Kingsbury scheme. I don't think running back in that scheme is best for David Johnson. He's more of a kind of not an RPO type of running back, but he definitely slowed down, and it was really apparent that he slowed down. Sebastian says, I hear you. I think the Jags would trade up for Tua if he falls. Yeah, absolutely. So even a quarterback, too. Everybody's saying that Minshew is the guy, but who knows? Who knows who's going to fall that far back if they're at the 8th overall spot? You know, Jaguars could possibly want to trade up that one spot. Colton says, bro, what do you think about the Cardinals taking J.K. Dobbins in the 3rd round? I would, so that's a very good question. If he falls that far back, which I can see a world where he can fall that far back, because right now a lot of teams are under the impression of, hey, we can get a running back super far in the draft, or even getting like an undrafted running back. That kind of seems to be the trend right now. So, hey, it's possibly that J.K. Dobbins could fall that far back, and I would be happy with it. But personally, in my opinion, if we do go offensive line, which it seems like that's the route that a lot of people want to take because they want to go with that safety blanket of getting another offensive lineman, I think we should do everything in our possible ability to go ahead and try to trade up just a little bit up and try to get a 2nd round pick to see if we can get a pretty good stud defensive player out there. Let's see here. Jake Moss says we should take Likai Fotu if he's available later in the draft. Definitely possible. So Red Sea, okay, I saw you, Red Sea. You kind of went away really quickly. He says trade down for AJ Epinesa. Okay. King Rock says CeeDee Lamb. So you know, I'm all about CeeDee Lamb, my friend. I want CeeDee Lamb as well. It's going to be more of a splash player, more of a player that I feel like it's going to be like a bona fide superstar. That's one of the main reasons. We'll get into CeeDee Lamb a little later on in the show, though. Golden Bros Protection says, sorry I'm late, guys. I was sick for a while and had some computer. Oh, you're good, man. No worries. Hope you're feeling better, man. Yeah, these comments are flying in, guys. So I apologize if I do miss it. Hey, you guys also have the option to do super chats as well. It helps out the channel. It helps me out. You can go ahead and post it. And basically, whenever you do a super chat, your question gets posted on the top, so I can definitely see it. But these questions are coming in flying, and I think I might have a little bit of a delay too. So what position do you think? What position do you want in the later rounds? Kind of went up a little bit. What position you want? Okay, so later rounds for me personally, if we can go. It really depends on what we do with that 1st round pick. If we go offensive line, then I feel like it's important for that 3rd rounder to be defense. If we go wide receiver, then I feel like that 3rd round pick is really important to go offensive line. I want to make sure that we get some depth within the offensive line. It's definitely an option out there for the Arizona Cardinals to do that. Is somebody going to fall back? You know, a good sorry, what am I trying to say? Is like a good tackle going to fall back that far? Yeah, it's definitely possible. We've seen crazier things happen in the 3rd round, and we're picking pretty high in the draft as well. And we also have 2 4th round picks as well. So that's definitely a possibility that we can definitely do something like that, guys. That Dope Boy says CeeDee is a luxury pick. So he is definitely a luxury pick, and I think it's more of a flash play, more of a kind of what a lot of fans want to see. Not a lot. I think right now it's split down the middle. I think some people want to go offensive line, and there's other people that want to go CeeDee Lamb. I personally want to go CeeDee Lamb because I feel like Fitzgerald is going to go ahead and retire. This probably is his last year. I don't have all the faith in the role of Christian Kirk, so definitely that's in the books. Oh, so perfect. Bam. Sebastian Mahoney comes in clutch with a super chat. So this is perfect example. I can see this. It's highlighted in blue. Centers are essential in this draft. Yeah, I know that there's some really good centers out there right now. I think that the Cardinals are good in that sense. I don't know if they're going to roll with Mason Cole or if their idea is to re-sign AQ Shipley. I heard some rumors out there that they were looking into getting AQ Shipley back. So centers are important. So if we can possibly get a center again, I mean, I'm down with that, but I would be maybe a little bit like 4th, 5th round pick at that point. And that's just personally here. So the Lodster 3 says, Ghost, are you crazy? So I wish I knew what you were talking about. But these chats are going super fast. Let's see. So Cardinals Sin says, I still see Larry staying for 2 more years, but God only knows. Okay. So you think he's going to go? So you're thinking this year and next year for the 2 years, right? I'm assuming, or you're talking about like 2 additional years on top of that. That one is for you, Cardinals Sin. Okay, let's see here. Imagine someone hacked the draft and the Cardinals get all the draft picks. Yeah, I think if that happens, I just think that the draft will get shut down. Golden Bros Production says, I know I sound boring, but with Hopkins and Larry Legend, offensive line makes more sense. However, if we pick CeeDee Lamb, I wouldn't complain. So I'm in that same exact boat, Golden Bros, 100% in that same boat. If we go offensive line, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to throw myself off a bridge. If I understand the need and where that goes, 100%. Do I want CeeDee Lamb more than an offensive lineman? Yes, I do. And I can go ahead and dive into that a little shortly, maybe like in about 9 minutes from now. But I think any route the Arizona Cardinals go through is going to be a good route, regardless. I mean, as long as we don't get a kicker or a punter or maybe even a center, because I don't think center with an 8th overall pick is going to be, suffice. Or even Mekhi Becton. No, if your mind is Mekhi Becton, like if the Arizona Cardinals says Mekhi Becton is our guy and this is who we want to get, don't pick him up in the 8th pick. I mean, do anything you possibly can to see if you can trade somebody to get into that spot, in that 8th spot. And we could probably get Mekhi Becton at 12, 13, 14, somewhere along those lines. Because Mekhi Becton is more, to me, of a like high risk, high reward type of player. He's not one of those bona fide, best offensive linemen in this draft, like the Tristan Wirfs, like the Jedrick Wills, or even the Andrew Thomas, which I like. And I know that a lot of people are not really a fan of Andrew Thomas because they see him more of a pass blocker as opposed to kind of like both. But, that's my take on that. So that's a great question here. So let's see here. Would you take Okudah if he's available? So I've had a lot of people saying Okudah. Okay. Dang, Sebastian Mahoney came in clutch again with another $1. Man, appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. So the question here is saying, would you take Okudah if he is available at 8? So this is where I kind of disagree with a lot of people here. A lot of people would take Okudah, and I think people like Steve Keim will also take Okudah as well. I wouldn't personally, because we have Byron Murphy, because we have Robert Alford coming back, and we also have Patrick Peterson, which wants to retire as a Cardinal. So I'll go ahead and bank my buck on that. If Okudah does fall back to 8th, I'll do all my possible favor to say, hey, Jaguars, you lost Jalen Ramsey. Do you want to get in here and we can, get a 2nd round pick from you? I wouldn't take Okudah, but I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that, and that's completely fine. Jake Moss up here coming clutch, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Draft Wirfs at 8. He can play offensive tackle and offensive guard. Yeah, so right there with you, man. I know that Tristan Wirfs is, rated out to be probably up there with Jedrick Wills. However, you feel like it's ranked better. I will be all up and board of getting an offensive tackle if that's the route they want to take. But I feel like it's important to see about options and trading back, because I feel like if we go the offensive tackle route, it's important for us to get a 2nd round pick, because at this point we need to make sure we build more pieces within our team. And there's going to be so much good players within that 2nd round. And I feel like we need to dip our ink in that specific spot here. Ryan Murphy says Okudah would be the steal of draft. I'll definitely take him out. CB core isn't very strong either. So so here's my opinion here. So, and this is where I want to ask the people who say, why would you get? So here's my question. Okay, so this is on the topic, and I want all you guys to answer here. This is on the topic of getting Okudah when we went ahead and got Byron Murphy last year, and we have Robert Alford, and we have Patrick Peterson. So the same people that tell me, why are you going to get a wide receiver when we drafted 3 wide receivers last year, are saying, let's get Okudah when we drafted Byron Murphy. And then when I explain it to them, well, I feel like CeeDee Lamb is more of a, ready top prospect that's going to be a bona fide top wide receiver in this league. They say, well, let's get some time for them to groom. Let's give these other 3 players time to groom. And then on the other coin of it, I can ask you guys the same thing. I can ask you, why would we go Okudah when we have, Byron Murphy, trying to groom, trying to become that second slot. I'm sorry, it's that second number 2 cornerback spot, and Patrick Peterson, and then also Robert Alford. So I can ask exactly the same questions. I wouldn't go Okudah, but I have no problem with getting him. I just don't feel like it makes sense. I said Alford is trash. Well, we don't really know that. He actually had a really good season with the Falcons. He got hurt with the Arizona Cardinals in training camp, so we can't really say he's trash 100%. But we do got another super chat in here from Rise Up Red Sea Gonzalez. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for the donation, man. It's definitely going to go to good things, making this channel a lot better, man. Thank you so very much, Rise Up Red Sea Gonzalez. So Danny says, can we call in, please? So right now, calling in, the situation with calling in, and I'm being like complete transparent here, I don't have a system in order for me to make everybody happy, because what happens is when I open up the phone lines, everybody like comes rushing in, and I can never get I don't know, I can never get it to work. Give me a second here. Sorry about that, guys. I had to cough. All right. So that's my thing about calling. Yeah, I would like it. I feel like it would be ideally be awesome to get it to have people call in, but I just could never get it to work, and it completely like charges me. It charges me a lot because sometimes I have callers coming in from like different states, so I get charges and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of expensive to have people call in. I just need to figure out a better system to call in, to be honest with you. So Shady Boy says, I say we really try to get Simmons this year and try to get Jamar Chase from LSU next year. I like that. I like that. I mean, I think there's no doubt in my mind that if the Arizona Cardinals sees Isaiah Simmons at number 8, they're going to jump on him. Like, I wouldn't even like wait those 10 minutes that they give you. Like, I would be like, okay, here's the card. Media, if you need to go ahead and wait those 10 minutes and do what you got to do, but we're getting Isaiah Simmons. Like, it's a no-brainer. So King Rock says we should bring back Buchanan. He's a free agent. Yeah, I mean that would be an idea. I still think we should bring back Marcus Golden, but I think right now with the cap room that we have, I think we're trying to designate the money that we have into like the draft picks, because we still need to pay them. Julian Baca says, I'm excited for DeAndre, dude. I am excited too. Has anybody gotten a DeAndre jersey, a DeAndre Hopkins jersey? Definitely let me know on here. Jordan P says Buchanan is horrible. No. Sebastian says Golden's too much money. Yeah, so that kind of goes back to my thing. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to afford him at this point. I don't know how much cap room we have. We just don't have a lot to either like bring any more people in here at this point. All right, so oh man, these comments are flying, guys. I apologize if I'm not able to get to you guys, but these comments are flying in. Oh, you have so Rise Up Red Sea Gonzalez says, I have a Kyler Murray jersey. Man, I'm actually looking into getting a Kyler Murray jersey, but I wanted to get the white one, like the away team one. But by the time when I got there, it was already like they were already sold out, so I couldn't get it. Dope Boy says rather have Clowney than Golden. Yeah, I mean, in a world where we have like more cap room, I could see like how that's possible, especially making him on the other side of Chandler Jones. Absolutely, 100%. But we don't live in the world where we have that. I'm not even sure where Clowney's going to go to. He might go back to the Seahawks. So Robert Abbott with a great question. He says, will you be doing a live stream on draft day? Absolutely, 110%. We will be doing draft day. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it for the second round, like the second day or the third day, but for sure on that very first round, you're going to be seeing, basically, we're going to have a draft party. Let's call that. Yeah, we're not going to be able to go to the stadium, but we'll basically be communicating this way. I'll be reading your comments, your excitingness. So I'll have the TV on like here. So I'll be watching it, but, I'm not going to post it on here because, copyrights and all that different stuff. Why is Robert Alford in the live stream? Don't know what you're saying. Maybe give me a little more context, because I'm a little confused. So Ghost says trade Jones to the Lions. Jones to the Lions for a third first round pick, draft Okudah with. You want to trade Chandler Jones? I don't know about that one, man. Jake Moss comes in clutch again. Man, bro, you are living the big bucks today, man. Thank you so much, Jake Moss. I appreciate you, man. Do you think we're we're getting new jerseys? Honestly, with the way that I seen, I think we are. I think that the noise are coming to, coming, the chattering is coming, and I think eventually, maybe not this year, but next year, I do think that the Arizona Cardinals are looking into doing something different, because we've had the jerseys for quite some time. Our Cardinal has changed. I mean, wrong way. Our Cardinal has changed. Has definitely looked different before, which I didn't like the way it looked personally, but our Cardinals changed. I want to get new jerseys. I want to get more fresh and looking jerseys and just not look too, too bland. Ryan says people say Henderson is better than man. We're not trading Jones. The cap hit would be dumb. Yeah. Okay, so Big Red says, do you think that Larry Fitzgerald is underrated compared to all the other greats? I think that Larry Fitzgerald actually has a really good rap. I think he's got a really good what's the word? Like a really good, what am I trying to say? Legacy, a really good reputation. Larry Fitzgerald is most the classiest, humble, greatest guy that I've seen out there, and I think everybody does like him. And I feel like most people who are not fans of Cardinals feel bad for Larry Fitzgerald because he hasn't gotten that ring yet. Red Sea, bro, you are the man. Thank you so very much, Red Sea. Go ahead and put Red Sea. Give him a couple thumbs up here on the chat, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Jeff Okudah is easily the best corner in the draft. Imagine having a cornerback room with P2, Jeff on the outside with Byron in the slot where he thrives. Yeah, man. Like I said, I wouldn't get Okudah, and it's not for the reason that I don't think that he is great. I don't think he's good. I just don't feel like it makes sense. Like people are telling me it doesn't make sense to get a wide receiver when we got 3 last year. It's kind of like flipping it on their ear and saying, well, it's kind of the same thing in my opinion, where I don't think it's that right to get Okudah, but I wouldn't be mad. Like I would be happy with Okudah. That would be super cool. Norman Ovulos, bro, thank you so very much. You guys are coming in like hot today. Thank you so very much, guys. Wow, Norman Ovulos, bro, big fan of yours. Love your content. Been sub for a while. Keep up the great work. We need the best O-line prospect that's available. We cannot have Kyler Murray retiring early like Andrew Luck. See, yeah, I agree with you in that sense. I feel like it's really unfortunate that Andrew Luck had to retire, and I think by the time they finally got it right within their offensive line, Andrew Luck called it quits. He was just getting way too hurt. He was just too broken. His body was just not having it at that point. But, bro, man, that really means a lot to me, man. Thank you so very much, Norman. Keep watching. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. That dope boy. Oh, wow, man, these comments are just flying. That dope boy says, do you think the Cards will make a statue of Fitzgerald? 100%. If you don't make a statue of Larry Fitzgerald like after he retires, it would boggle my mind. I think Michael Bidwell will not live in a world where if Fitzgerald like retires, and he doesn't have I don't see why he wouldn't do it. He has to, because he brings more to the table than just being a wide receiver. He brings, veteranship. He brings being a classy person, being an athlete, just being an overall humble, great player, and all that different stuff. Larry Fitzgerald brings more to this organization than you can really imagine, guys. Definitely. I want a statue of Larry Fitzgerald, 100%. Larry Fitzgerald is the second greatest wide receiver behind Jerry Rice to me. I'm right there with you, Bruce Rivers. I can agree with you right there. Maybe I feel like Jerry Rice has an up on Larry Fitzgerald because he has those great wide receivers. I'm sorry, because he had those great quarterbacks that were throwing the balls to him. He had Joe Montana, and like the Water Boy said, Joe Montana. If you haven't seen the Water Boy, then we can't be friends. So there was that, and then he also had Steve Young. So Jerry Rice had definitely a much higher advantage than Larry Fitzgerald did. So imagine Larry Fitzgerald had Carson Palmer or Kurt Warner his whole career. He would do magical things. Yeah, I love that we have a Pat Tillman statue out there. I think it brings really good things for the organization, guys. Stupid says you should make a Discord so we can all communicate. There was a lot of people that were telling me that. The only thing with that, honestly, I have no reason for that. I have no answer. I'm sorry. I'll definitely look into it for sure, man. I have nothing. So Ryan Cody says, I'm predicting some epic draft technical failures by older owners, which can lead to epic laughters. I cannot wait. Oh, that's 100%. And that's why we're going to have a draft party here. I want to make sure that we laugh at all these dumb picks that are going to be picked before the 8th overall pick, obviously with the Arizona Cardinals. I just really hope that we get a player that we can all really, be excited about because we have a good amount of time before the season starts. And who knows if the even season starts. I think that the season will start. Let's go ahead and just turn this topic over here. Do you think that the season will start or it will happen this coming year? My personal opinion is I do think that the Arizona Cardinals or that the NFL will be having a season. Will they be playing with no fans? Possibly. And that's really unfortunate, especially because I have a couple buddies who are season ticket holders. They might have to get reimbursed or whatever that situation might be. But I do think that I think this will get better. MLB might be coming to Arizona, so I don't know if you guys really like baseball. So that whole rumor that they're all coming here to play their season, or at least a portion of their season, is out there as well. So we'll see what all happens. All right, guys, let's see here. So Coyote Superfan, bro, I haven't seen you in here. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I say we go Jedrick Wills because of D-Hop and David Johnson past their physical. So if we have nobody to protect, he's not going to get the ball out. Golden Bros, I just hope we don't make a dumb pick. That's 100% correct. Golden Bros production, that's 100% correct. I hope we don't make a dumb pick either. Frank says season will start, maybe less fans. Yeah, definitely. I say 69% it will start and 31% it will not. Okay. If they play with no fans, it's not going to get anyone hyped. Yeah, it definitely won't. But honestly, I think it would feed the people that really want to get sports back. I think we would be happy with getting sports 100%, regardless. We'll be excited about it. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be as extravagant and getting on that hype train, but I think everybody will still enjoy it. Ryan says Alfred isn't worth anything. So a lot of people are really bagging on Robert Alfred. Okay. So when we signed up Alfred last year, there was a lot of people that were really raving about Alfred and, being really excited about finally pairing him up with a bona fide second cornerback opposite side of Patrick Peterson. I'm still on the Alfred board. I think he's going to do really good things. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Unfortunately, he had a career-ending injury where he broke his leg and he just never could recover to come back in the season. But I'm happy with him. I like him. So that Dope Boy says, is 10 wins too optimistic this year? I don't think that is too optimistic personally. Once the schedule comes out, I'll be releasing a video. I'll be releasing my predictions on who I think we're going to win and all that different stuff. So I'm always an optimistic person. So you're probably asking the wrong person, to be 100% honest. But keep up that mentality, man. Keep it up. So Yokoyama, hopefully I said that name right. Trade Alfred, get Lions' 3rd overall pick, and then get Simmons and CeeDee. So I don't think that the Lions will want to get Alfred for a 3rd round pick. For the 3rd overall pick. They probably can give us a 3rd round or a 4th round pick for Alfred because he did get hurt. So I don't know. I don't think that's plausible. I think that's more of kind of something you see in Madden where you change their position and then you do a change. But I don't think that that's possible. Okay, so Alex, the Cardinal fan, says Byron replacer Alfred. I think it says replaced Alfred as CB number 2. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So I think it really depends on what's going to happen in this coming mini camp or training camp or wherever they're going to have that situation. Really depends. Sorry for my Roger Goodell joke. I didn't see it, man. I apologize. Gaming. Telluride Gaming. I apologize, man. I didn't see it anyway, so I'm sorry, bro. It's because the comments are coming in hot, guys. So let's go ahead and switch the topic over here. Let me know who you want 8th overall pick right now. Give me one name in the chat. Let me know who you want, and I'll go ahead and say why we shouldn't. I'm just kidding. Just let me know right now. Put it in the comments who you think we should go ahead and pick up 8th overall. Options: CeeDee Lamb, Tristan Wirfs, Jedrick Wills, Jeff Okudah if he falls. Isaiah Simmons if he falls. All right, let's see what people are saying here. So I have Thomas, Perfect. Okay. So my dream pick is Simmons. Yeah, for sure. So I got CeeDee, Kinlaw, Tristan Wirfs, Jedrick Wills, Derek Brown, CeeDee, Derek Brown, Simmons. Got to beef up that D. That's from Adrian. We got CeeDee Lamb. I love those emojis, man. Love it. It's got a CeeDee and a little lamb. I hope that's a lamb anyways. I've been using it as lamb. Tyler Simpson says Chase Young. In a perfect world, buddy. I would love that too, but we got a lot of CDs, man. We got a lot of CeeDee Lambs, guys. Rise Up Red Sea says CeeDee Lamb, football, everything. Trade down to get 2 first-round picks. That's from Dustin. Moro Tanaka says Simmons. Big Red says we need to. Man, we need Justin Herbert. So we need. I'm just kidding. We don't need a quarterback. We're good. Gaming says any offensive tackle. Okay, so yeah. We're not going to go any quarterback. We're not going to play that game anymore. It's just not going to happen. Perfect. So we're seeing a majority of different needs and different opinions of who you guys think that we should need. Now let's listen to what I want. I want to get CeeDee Lamb. Now, call me crazy. You can call me crazy on here. I don't care. I'll be like, hey, this person called me crazy. Red Sea came in clutch again. Dude, Red Sea, you're coming. Did you get that? Did you get that check, that government check? You're coming in clutch today, bro. I'm just kidding. Dude, appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you. If you guys haven't checked to see if you got that government check, make sure you check your bank accounts. If you live in the United States, I'm not sure about anybody else. Sorry, Sebastian. I don't think you qualify because you're in Canada. But just check it out. Oh yeah. So I want CeeDee Lamb. And now here's my reasons as yeah, exactly, Dustin. That's what I was referring to. Papa. I want CeeDee Lamb, and this is my reasons why. Larry Fitzgerald's going to retire. I don't have all the faith in the world in Christian Kirk being a number 1 wide receiver. Yes, we do have DeAndre Hopkins, and I know a lot of people said, hey, you have DeAndre Hopkins. Why would you go wide receiver? Because let's think about it this way. Fitzgerald is 36. I think he's going to be 37 this coming season. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but he's up there in age. And there's Christian Kirk, which is not physical enough, cannot get separation. So if we're putting it all on DeAndre Hopkins, yes, we'll have more weapons than the Houston Texans had, but I don't know. I still want to have the ability for CeeDee Lamb to pair with DeAndre Hopkins because, yeah, they're saying, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is out there, and he's exactly like, or CeeDee Lamb is exactly like DeAndre Hopkins. Why would you pair him that way? To get double the explosion, double that rack yardage. That's the reason why I want him. Now, I heard, earlier this morning on the Doug and Wolf show, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys listened to him. He said Henry Ruggs III. Bro, no way in heck. No. Okay, I have nothing but good things. Okay, Henry Ruggs is a good player. Yes. If you want Henry Ruggs III, you are not going to pick him up 8th overall. It is not happening. Trade back. If that's what you want, if you want more of a speedy, take the top off the defense type of wide receiver, if you want him, okay, that's fine. Trade back. Do not use your 8th overall pick for Henry Ruggs. It's nuts. It's crazy. It makes no sense. Oh, no, Cardinalson, I wasn't talking to you. I don't know if you were talking to me right now, but I don't want Henry Ruggs in the 8th overall spot. So let me clear that up. If you want him, cool, no worries, but trade back to get him because you could still pick him up in the 13, 14 pick. Definitely. Yeah, exactly. Clorox Bleach says it perfectly here. You can get Henry Ruggs if you trade back. If that's what you want, that's cool. I'm down with it. I don't care. That's fine. But trade back and see if you can acquire a second, another third, whatever. Rise Up Red Sea, another bro, 199, man. You are coming in clutch as well, man. Red Sea, Rise Up Red Sea, man. You guys are all coming in clutch, bro. Thank you so very much for the donation. It's going to good things. I need to purchase more toilet paper. I'm just kidding, but it'll definitely be going to good things. I'm going to make this channel a lot better. So all this money is just going to really good stuff. So I appreciate it. So Chaz Bustos says, Lamb is a different breed or beast. Simmons sadly won't fall past 5. 100% agree. So Chaz says it perfectly right here. Lamb is a different breed. I'm assuming any means and beast. Simmons won't. I would love Simmons, absolutely, but I don't think he will fall that far back. I want CeeDee Lamb because I love his explosiveness. I love his rack yardage. I love that he doesn't go down at first contact. He's more physical. He's 100% better. Okay, I'm sorry. He's 80% to 100% better than Christian Kirk. He can be a number one wide receiver if DeAndre Hopkins gets hurt. Because let's say DeAndre Hopkins gets hurt, we're going to be put in the same situation. Who knows what's going to happen? I want CeeDee Lamb. That's what's going to happen. Christian Kirk, somebody asked me, hey, should we trade Christian Kirk? Yeah, if we can get some great trade value from Christian Kirk, 100%. I'm down with that. Heck yeah. Cardinal Sin, 21, $1.69. Bro, appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much, man. I appreciate it. I wasn't yelling at you. If you thought I was yelling at you, that wasn't, I don't know if you were talking to me, so I'm sorry. Sebastian says Judy is too fragile. I love what Judy offers, being like a really good route runner and just, an overall really good player. But I don't know. There's something about him that's a little off to me. And I feel like CeeDee Lamb is just a little bit better and it fits better for the Arizona Cardinals. Sergio Martinez says, bro, you really dislike CK? Christian Kirk. No. So, yeah, I don't not like him. I like Christian Kirk. I do not see him as a number one wide receiver. I think he's a really good second wide receiver, maybe even a great slot wide receiver, but I don't see him being a number one wide receiver for the future when Larry Fitzgerald retires, if DeAndre Hopkins gets hurt, in that sort of sense. I just love the CeeDee Lamb route. I'm just doing everything I possibly to go CeeDee Lamb. Okay, let's see what other people. So Daniel Hernandez says we need offensive line. So Daniel Hernandez, this my question is to you here. If you can answer me on the chat, that'd be perfect, bro. So I know a lot of national people are saying go offensive line. Oh, how high should I rephrase the question? Do you really think that we need offensive linemen because the national people are saying it, or you legit think our offensive line is like garbage? Like you literally think that they're not going to work? Definitely put it on below. Definitely let me know, man. Right here. I'll make sure I'll read it. Norman says Kenyon Drake's going to have a great season. Too many wide receiver weapons to worry about. Going to open up running lanes for him. Absolutely, man. I don't think they're going to stack up the box as much as we think, because we're going to have DeAndre Hopkins, because we're going to have Fitzgerald still with the sure hands. So yeah, dude, 100%, man. Okay, so Alex, the Cardinal fan, says if the Cardinals were to go wide receiver, it wouldn't be a scheme fit, but Judy would be because he has more speed. I disagree with you on that one. Because I think that Cliff Kingsbury does anything in his possibility to make sure that he will put his first overall pick in a position to succeed. Yeah, it didn't happen with Isabella, but I think he's learned that, hey, use your weapons to the best of your ability. I think if we get CeeDee Lamb, I think he'll thrive in our offense personally. But it's just a personal opinion. I mean, So O-line is not bad, but it's expandable. Okay, yeah, so I like the idea of getting depth. Yeah, I agree. Michael K., I know you're in the fantasy football draft, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. He says, what about Derek Brown? You can go far with an elite D-line, man. Yeah, man, I'm up for getting Derek Brown too. He's a really good prospect. The only thing with Derek Brown is I don't want it to be another Quentin Williams, because when Quentin Williams came out last year, they raved about Quentin Williams being the next Aaron Donald, being the next basically wrecker out there. And unfortunately, Quentin Williams, which I honestly did want, I'm not going to lie to you, I did want Quentin Williams. He ended up getting hurt for a little bit, and he just didn't produce to the standard of, what the Jets wanted to pick him up in that 8th overall pick. So I really do fear that Derek Brown is going to be another replica of Quentin Williams. And I hate to say it, I don't want to put them together, but I kind of get that vibe with him. Would I love him to succeed? Would I love him here? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. We can use some more, interior defensive linemen. I'm all up on board for that. Busco Gamer says, I don't want Brown. Okay, that's fair. Sebastian Mahoney says Williams is a beast. So Williams didn't have a really good season. He got hurt a little bit. If you're talking about Quentin Williams, please, before I say anything, clarify that on the chat here. Big Red says, bro, with a happy face or like a crying face. And these comments are flying, guys. So Brandon Cobos, you're also in the Fantasy Football League, man. Thank you for stopping by. I want defense, cornerback, or middle linebacker. I love the middle linebacker route, especially because we got Campbell. He's more of a Band-Aid kind of middle linebacker. But I think that if we do get a middle linebacker of the future, I'm all up for that. Oh, did I say your name? Is it a Bosco? Bosco Gamer? I think I said Busco. Bosco. Let me know if I said that right. Would you draft a punter? I'm going to ignore that question. I'm just kidding. We still have Andy Lee. I like him. Is it Bosco Gamer? Sorry. Joe isn't actually that good. Tua is too hurt too much. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm not really looking at quarterbacks right now, but yeah, I can. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just happy we have Kyler Murray. We don't have to worry about quarterback right now. Okay, so Robert Abbott says Steve Keim mentioned that he had talks about trading up in the first round. Thoughts? I think that's as smokescreen as you possibly can have a smokescreen. I don't think that the Arizona Cardinals are in any position to try to trade up unless that they can probably get a Chase Young. I don't think so. Like, that probably would be our only pick. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense. We don't have a second round pick right now, and we can definitely use more, young talent within the Arizona Cardinals. So I just don't see it possible to us to trade back because we're going to have to give up a lot, especially getting a player like Isaiah Simmons or Chase Young. Let's see here what people are saying here. Random question. Speaking of sports, do you watch marble racing? It's the only sport that's happening right now. Marble racing. That is hilarious, man. No. I'll answer that with a one-word answer. No, I don't. Tyler Simpson says, Judy scored a 9 out of 50 on his Wonderlic tick. Ooh, that is a yikes. But I don't know. That really doesn't give me a lot, but maybe like the ability to like learn a playbook. But I don't know. I think he'll still good as long as he's like in a really good scheme. Somebody asked like that there's marble racing going on right now. That's really the only sport that's out there. And he was asking if I was watching marble racing. That was actually probably the highlight. That was probably like the best question I think I had on here. Okay, so I'm going to butcher your name and I apologize. Icon Nation. Oh, never mind. That's not that hard. Icon Nation. We don't need Lamb. That little emoji with that little circle Ghostbuster thing. We already got Nuke. And I think you're referring to DeAndre Hopkins. Red Sea, bro, don't go, man. Don't go, man. I'm just kidding. No, let's go, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man. You've been here for quite some time, man. I know it's really late where you're at, dude. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Thank you so much for the $2, man. Have a great rest of your day. Stay healthy out there where you're at in the East Coast, man. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead here. Would you host it? So Rise Up Red Sea up here says, would you host a draft party, watch party on live or Zoom? So would you, okay, so that's a great question. Would you guys be interested in doing something like that? Like, would you guys like to show your face like on here? Like, be honest here. Like, because some people are super like hesitant about like showing, like trying to be like more discreet. And I respect that 100%. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Like if you were to do a draft party, if you guys were like all here, I don't think you guys would like that, but I mean, I'm live streaming on Instagram. Oh, okay. What do you see the Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers doing? So the Rams don't have a first round pick. The Seahawks, I see them going with like an edge rusher or like a defensive line. They love getting their defensive linemen. San Francisco 49ers, I see them getting a wide receiver. They lost Emmanuel Sanders. I think that their eye is set on the prize and getting a wide receiver for Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, like Zoom, exactly. Like doing a Zoom meeting for the draft party. Like, would you guys be interested in something like that? I didn't think you guys would be, but somebody asked, like, would you guys be doing that? The Logster says, not my face. I'll do that when I start posting videos, but we can do a Discord. I'll make an account. Okay. Thoughts on Jonathan Taylor? I like Jonathan Taylor. I really do like him. I just think he's going to be gone like in the second round, if not the late first. but the second round, I think he's going to be gone. That's why I think it's really important for the Arizona Cardinals, if they go offensive lineman in the first round, which I'll be okay with, they need to find some way to get a second rounder. Like, they have to get a second round pick. It's important. There we go. He's saying again, Marble Racing is surprisingly entertaining. I recommend it to anyone. Thank you, my friend. What channel is it on? I'll look into it. So Rise Up Red Sea says, man, I really want to be in your fantasy football league. Are you? Okay, so hey, quick question, Rise Up Red Sea. Are you following me on either Instagram or Twitter? If you're following me on either Instagram or Twitter, definitely you have a better chance of being in the league than not being in the league. Kenny Harrell says, great channel, man. Man, appreciate it, man. Thank you. And we're pretty much just like, grinding out here. Our channel is growing, at a slow pace, but still, man, I find a lot of Cardinal fans outside of Arizona, which is really amazing to connect with, man. So you follow me on Twitter. Perfect. Appreciate you. Rise Up Red Sea. I'll be keeping my eye out on you, man. So TS Donnie says, is it allowed to do a live stream of the draft? So I won't be doing a live stream of the draft. So yeah, we're not going to get copyrighted here. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to have a live stream while it's happening. So like, you won't be seeing it, but I'll be seeing it here. Like, if you want to be like involved in like conversation, you can join in, man. You will be here. We'll be talking. We'll be hanging out, making fun of picks and all that different stuff. If you're interested, if you just want to sit down like in your couch and watch it yourself, and that's cool too. I respect that, because I used to like that too, but I think I'm going to do something different this year. I want to do a draft. I want to do like, I'm watching it. I'm going to be reacting to draft picks and all that different stuff. So I'm super stoked about it, guys. Norman, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Steve Keim has a bad record of first round picks, except for Kyler Murray. Obviously, he's better in the later rounds. Anyways, how many more years do you think he's got? I think that Steve Keim really, really saved his job. Two things. DeAndre Hopkins completely saved his job. Kyler Murray completely saved his job. But let's look at it this way, guys. And I want to have a for sure answer. I don't want to hear like a biased opinion because you're Cardinal fans, but let's be honest. If we didn't get the DeAndre Hopkins this offseason, do you feel like the Arizona Cardinals would have, do you think that the Arizona Cardinals would have had such a great offseason if we didn't acquire DeAndre Hopkins? So I'm talking about Kennard, Campbell, Phillips. Who else was out there? We re-signed Zane Gonzalez, but I mean, he was already with us, so I'm not going to trip about him. So do you really think that we had a really good offseason if we didn't get DeAndre Hopkins? Put it on here. Exactly. Yeah. So I see Cardinals here says, heck no. Oscar says, man. Exactly. Both. Now you got me all worried about your name now. Gamer says maybe. So my Twitter is the Arizona Sports Fan, the number one, and then not the number one, but literally the number one, and then my Instagram is the Arizona Sports Fan. You'll see my little picture on there. It's the same picture on YouTube. Exactly. So I feel like if DeAndre Hopkins did not get acquired this offseason, see, the thing is, Phillips is good. And I've had a lot of Bills fans come into our stream or even commenting on my thing. They're saying that Phillips is good, but he also has the ability to not do good. He's like off and on. So I don't know. I kind of would take that advice, like of somebody who watches the constant Bills games. That's my personal opinion. I want to get Larry Fitzgerald a ring too, my friend, but I think it's really important to really think about that. If we didn't get DeAndre Hopkins, was this offseason really that great, as a lot of people are saying out there, guys? Appreciate it. Thank you so very much, Gamer. And I'm not gonna mess with the first part of the name. All right, let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this stream shortly, guys. This was a blast, man. So a couple quick things here. We'll do this. We'll do 11 more minutes on the stream. Now, I want to hear you guys' questions on here for sure. But I'm one guy. There's 52 people of you. And these comments are coming in clutch. Cardinals says it helps that Bill O'Brien was dumb. 100%, man. 100%. It helps that for sure. Sergio Martinez says Fitz should have left a long time ago to the Pats. I like that Fitzgerald isn't a Michael Floyd. It's really unfortunate Michael Floyd had a ring over Fitzgerald, but did Michael Floyd really deserve that ring? Like, did he really earn it? I would say he didn't. But I mean, it's all kind of whatever. It is what it is. So that dope boy says, will the Patriots draft a QB? You know, that would be crazy to see. Like if I see the New England Patriots like trade up, like I don't think they want Jordan Love, but maybe like a Tua, maybe like a Justin Herbert. Like that would be so insane to see them come from like wherever their spot. I think they're like 22, 23 to like come all the way down. Like that would be so insane to see. Floyd is a spaz. Floyd got lucky. Floyd did get lucky. Are you gonna react on stream during the entire draft? So that's so this question is answers for you, TS Donnie. What I know for sure, I'm gonna be doing the first round. I'm still thinking about doing the second day and the third day. I'll get back to you guys. I'll definitely give you guys a lot more like notice and stuff like that. All right, thank you so very much, man. I appreciate you stopping by on the Logster 3. Have a great rest of your day, man. I'll let you know if we get a Discord. So Jesus Montoya says, who would you like to have, Eno Benjamin or Zach Moss? I think Zach Moss. Eno Benjamin, I like Eno Benjamin, but if we were to go a running back, like let's think if we are in a world, I think we would probably go like third or fourth round getting him. I think they would probably choose him over Eno Benjamin. I like Eno Benjamin, don't get me wrong, but I think Zach Moss would be better. So if our defense looks like trash under Vance Joseph, he has to go. Everyone's healthy, so no more excuses. 100%. Yes, 100%. I think that this is going to be Vance Joseph's pretty much your chance. Here's your chance to go ahead and figure out, are you going to, if this is going to work. Gamer, have a great one, man. Peace out. Man, you guys are coming up with some great questions. So like I said, I do want to get CeeDee Lamb. I feel like that's the route that the Arizona Cardinals should take. I definitely love everybody's opinion here. I understand your guys' opinion. I understand why you guys don't want CeeDee Lamb. All that's understood. But let's go ahead and cut this stream short. It was a blast hanging out with you guys. It was always supposed to be for 30 minutes. We went over like 22 minutes overboard. But it's definitely been a blast. Yeah, so I'm not doing streams every Tuesday, and the reason for that is because like when I'm doing streams, like there's not a lot of people on here. So during the season, there'll be streams every Tuesday, like during the football season. But you know, people come when there's big things happen, unfortunately. So yeah, as of right now, it's kind of like hit and miss. I'll definitely give you like more. If you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll definitely go ahead and make it more of an appearance to kind of let you know, hey, there's a stream tonight. There's a stream 2 days from now. You know, that sort of stuff. Damn, I'm choking. All right, guys. Sergio Martinez, appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. If you guys can do me a favor, drop a like on this live stream and definitely put one of these little pounds on the comments below, guys. You guys were a blast. This was really fun. Like I said, I was only trying to do like 30 minutes, but you guys were wonderful. I had to stay about, 23 minutes longer for you guys. I'm super excited. 8 more days for the draft, guys. This is going to determine what the NFL is going to, what the Arizona Cardinals is going to look like from here on out. Super excited. Super, super excited. Drop a like. Put one of these little fist bumps in the chat below, or just put emojis in there. Emojis are fun. I like them. It's all good. All right, guys. No, thank you guys for watching. Michael K., take it easy, my friend. Justin, Joseph, all you guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys. That's all I got, man. Thank you so very much.